You wouldn't build a house on a cracked foundation, so why would you scale a sales team on a broken process? The most common mistake that founders make is trying to scale way too early. They hire more reps, they increase lead flow, and they expect all this growth. But underneath it all, the sales process is either undefined or completely inconsistent. In today's episode, I'm going to walk you through how to audit your entire sales process before you scale so you don't end up losing momentum or even worse, burning money. Let's face it, growth is exciting. The moment you see traction, your natural instinct is to go bigger, hire more reps, get more leads, get more phone calls. But scaling a process that isn't working consistently only leads to wasted leads, reps who are completely demoralized, and unreliable revenue. The truth is, most businesses don't have a scaling problem, they have a diagnosis problem. You can't fix what you haven't audited. In this episode, I'm going to walk you through one, a simple framework for auditing your sales process. Two, the top 3 signs that your process isn't ready for scale. And three, how to fix weak spots before they become actual revenue leaks. I'm Dylan Starr, and this is Sell for Scale. So, a friend of mine that owns an agency just came to me recently, and he wants to basically scale his revenue. He's making anywhere between $80,000 to $100,000 a month, and he knows he wants to go to 200K a month. And right now, everything's just been himself, right? He has a small team. I think he has a setter, maybe one, but mostly just VAs. He has no process laid out whatsoever, but he knows that he wants to hire reps and he wants to go to that next level. So when he came to me, he's like, "Hey, like, do you think I'm in a position where I can actually get this offer going and get it scaling? Can we actually develop a sales process around this?" So when I took a look under the hood and looked at his entire process, I found actually 3 things. We dug into his back end and we found out that there really was no documented process. There was no CRM structure and there was no follow-up system put in place at all. Essentially, a lot of leads were falling through the cracks, and he had deals coming from multiple different avenues, whether it was from his organic, whether it was from his group, warm networking, just all over the place. There was no single process that was being followed to actually take somebody who was completely cold into a paying client. So I told him, before we focus on hiring and actually scaling, we need to audit your entire process so that we can know exactly what your prospects go through from A to Z and what is it that actually makes them interested in working with you. According to Harvard Business Review, companies with a well-defined sales process actually experience 18% more growth than those who don't have it. Salesforce actually reports that 60% of sales leaders say that their team don't follow a consistent process at all. And a study by CSO Insights found that sales teams who document their entire sales process have 33% higher win rates overall. So, what's the lesson here? A documented and optimized sales process is the foundation for scalable growth. Let's break down what a broken sales process actually looks like. Here are 3 common signs. Number one, you or your sales team are just completely winging it on calls. There's no consistent flow or structure being followed whatsoever. Two, you don't even know where the drop offs are happening. There's no visibility into metrics like show up rate, conversion rate, or even follow up rate. Number three, your CRM is completely disorganized. If you can't track lead stages early, you're flying completely blind. The key is to treat your sales process like a system, not a personality-driven activity. So with this agency, we're actually going to be auditing his entire process this week, and I want to walk you through the 3-step process that we're going through so you will know how to audit your own business. Step 1, map out your entire sales journey. From first touch to actual close, what does the exact process look like? So for him, because he literally just closed a deal on monthly retainer and he told me about where this guy came from in his group, I told him, I said, "Hey, here's what we're going to do. We're going to actually take a look at everything you did to get this guy interested. I want to know, what ad did he see? What did he buy before joining your group? What videos did he watch or not watch? What videos resonated the most with him? What loom did you send him when you did a breakdown of his process so I can kind of understand what clicked in his mind? What happened on the sales call? I want to review the sales call together. I wanted to see everything from A to Z of the exact process this person went through so I can understand, okay, If this person joined in November, but he bought now 5 to 6 months later, how can we hit those checkpoints faster and really shorten that sales cycle down to take somebody cold into a paying customer? And more importantly, how can we make it to where sales reps can follow this consistently without even relying on you in the first place? So for you, map out every single step of your process clearly on a document and really try to understand what are the checkpoints that makes a lead who is cold actually become interested. What are the beliefs? What is it that they have to watch and consume? What steps are they going through? Is there a specific email that you've noticed that when they open it, it always results in a book call over the other ones? What's being said in that email? This is all the necessary gold nuggets you will need to collect to really map out and refine your sales process so you can set your team up to win and be able to scale effectively. Step 2, we want to identify the drop-off points. Where exactly are you losing people right now in your business? Look at the metrics. Review things like your show-up rates, your response rates, and even your close rates. What part of the process are your numbers just not ideal, and where can they actually be better and be improved? Is there any follow-up that's happening in terms of your metrics? How often are you following up with people? How often are you sending out wins whenever they happen into your business? If any at all. You'd be surprised how many times I've actually gone through this process with businesses and realized they don't do any type of follow-up. They don't share their wins when they happen. They don't hit their list. They don't send out text messages. And even worse, whenever I go and look at their pipeline, I will see leads sitting in the no-show rate that have never been hit up again or followed up with, which is literally leads that can come right back into your pipeline on your calendar to be converted into revenue. It's just amazing how when you go through this process, you will actually see there's tons of revenue sitting on the table. And all you had to do is just go through this process to realize that it's actually there. And finally, step 3, simplify and document. If a new rep joined your business tomorrow, could they follow an actual playbook and succeed in your company? If the answer is no, you absolutely need to tighten up your entire system before actually scaling. So here's what I want you to do. This week, I want you to block out 30 minutes on your calendar. You're going to audit your entire sales process. Ask yourself these 3 things. Number 1, is it documented? Number 2, can anyone easily follow it? And number 3, do you know where you're actually losing deals? If not, start there before you decide to hire more people or even worse, increase lead flow. You must fix the leaks in your business before turning on the faucet. You don't want a leaky bucket to pour out while you're increasing water, right? So don't do it in your business. Fix the process, then scale. So question, what part of your sales process feels the most unclear or inconsistent right now? Shoot me a message on Instagram @DylanStarOfficial or on LinkedIn, and I'll happily help you diagnose it. And if this episode was helpful, make sure that you subscribe and share it with someone else that you know that wants to scale a sales team. Now, we just covered how to audit and fix your sales process before scaling, but what if the entire model you're using is actually broken to begin with? In the next episode, I'm breaking down why the one-call close method is actually dead and what actually works in today's trust economy. You'll hear what happened when I stepped into a friend's real estate offer that was actually burning through reps and running completely outdated tactics. I'm going to share with you the new model we are about to use, and it involves scaling with trust, retention, and real conversions. If you're pushing cold prospects to make fast decisions, you're going to want to hear this episode. See you on the next one.